we can do like returns for stuff and then get credits from the store. But I didn't realize like it was actual money. I just thought it was Burlington credits, like $14, $50, $100. The most one had was $213. I just wasn't gonna do it again. I didn't think anybody would notice.
Because of the dollar amount, it's a felony.
The highlight of work for thieving employees is swiping their favorite items under the noses of their employers. But what happens to the unlucky ones who later realize that they were caught in 4K?
What's the reasoning for taking those phones?
Dumb reasons, not thinking.
What made you do it?
Getting lost stress.
Okay.
I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really thinking straight. That's why I said it's really on me. Nobody else would know anything about it. My mistake. I wouldn't really tell anyone if I made a mistake.
When dumb thieving employees realized they were caught in 4K. The first employee to have her thievery caught in 4K was a materialist who stole $20,000 to acquire a new car and purse.
We're here because you're being accused of theft.
I did do it. I'm having some issues with money right now.
You think that much money's gonna go missing and nobody's gonna notice?
On June the 26th, 2021, a distraught business owner called for police intervention after losing over $20,000 to an employee's thievery. The thief was said to have channeled most of the stolen money towards her extravagant lifestyle, purchasing a car and a designer bag. Unknown to her, her employer had already caught on to her theft, and what was supposed to be a normal day at work would end up being one of the most embarrassing moments of her life.
I have the register tape too that she pulled it, like the timestamp too.
Okay, you got that on video? Or do you?
Just the tape. I just have me on video, but not her on video doing it. But I have the time that she went overtime on.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. What's your phone number?
Excuse me, ma'am.
917?
She's on the phone with the customer.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, I'll get some pictures out to you, okay? All right, perfect. We'll give you a text, okay? I'll try to get them out to you today.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Cashier Police Department.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm here today is because we got a call in reference to something. I was wondering if we could talk to you for a second. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Is there somewhere we can talk to her?
If you want to privately, you can just go in the back.
Yeah, you go ahead and show us.
Just like at the very back.
Yep.
Sorry. Mesh back there.
So first question is, can you guess why we're here?
I was accused of stealing money at a party. That was it.
Okay, well, you got your car?
Yeah, I do. Alright, I'm just going to read this out to you, alright? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop questioning at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand the rights I just read you?
Sure.
Okay, so tell us about yourself.
I was really just looking for a tampon. All I was doing was trying to look for a tampon. I thought I started my period, and I had moved this girl's bag. I only paid her back because I didn't want anything to happen. I didn't want it to be put on me because I'm not that kind of person. And the way she was talking to me, like, it felt like it was going to be...
Who was the she? Was it your manager or...?
No, it was a girl at the party that I guess she had messaged me. And she said, like, I saw you, the one doing that.
Okay. And what's this young lady's name?
I didn't get to know her. I have it on my phone. I can show it to you.
Okay.
I think it started with an A. But she said, like, either way, I'm gonna like put legal.
Okay. And where was this party?
It was at like a New Year's event center in Lake Mary.
Lake Mary. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At first, the employee thought that the cops had dropped by for a separate incident. However, what she would come to realize is that this was far more serious than she imagined.
Well, we appreciate it, but that's not necessarily why we're here today. We're here because you're being accused of theft. However, the theft is not in regards to that part. It's in regards to something that's happened here today.
Okay.
So, you have a manager who advised us that, well, not manager, you have one of your other coworkers It was advised us that they left a certain amount of dollars, very identifying marks on that, and you were the only person in the store.
Okay.
So
She also has the receipts of the opening of when the drawer was opened, what exact time.
Okay.
Where we're at right now is I can't promise you anything, but for me, and I'm sure Officer Ferrer, same thing, honesty is the best policy. Okay. So could you tell us anything about that?
I did do it. I'm having some issues with money right now. I just like bought off a new car, so I haven't been working lately. I will admit to that. So
Was it just today, or has it been in the past?
it was today, and then I've done it in the past before, but never like large amounts.
How much would you say?
Probably like
That's why we walked you up to the back.
300 maybe was the most beforehand. It's in my bag.
Okay, can I go look through that bag?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be in that pocket.
Although she admitted to taking the money, she claimed to have been pushed to it because of her recent financial struggles. But the lavish purchases she made suggested otherwise.
If I'm wasting your time, I don't want to waste it. You guys have better things to do than this stuff. That makes sense?
No, that's stuff, no matter where it's from, man.
No. Your time is valuable. It's just sad.
All right, do you mind coming over here for me? Just to identify.
That's not my person. Can I take a picture or do you care?
I already have all the pictures. This is going on in the report. Can you identify these bills?
Give me 1 second. Do you see any J's so far?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have serial numbers of the other side. I gotta get the serial numbers.
Well, the J's I know are winners.
There's one J. There's my J's.
There's another J here. This is the only J, but I'll get you the serial number.
That's a J.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Caitlin, I need the serial numbers.
No.
So I'm going to talk to her and see what she wants to do. Okay. At this moment, like I said, you know, what she's alleging, it's a little bit more than I got. But like I said, for me, honesty is the best policy. Only thing I can do, have you ever been arrested?
No, sir.
So with situations that have happened, especially with things like death, you know, I can't promise you that, but you don't have a record. So there's no pattern there. Now the situation out of Lake Mary, that has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
We're only here for this to happen today, and the stuff is happening over time. Okay, so like I said, it's not for us to sit up there and be like, hey, you did this to come in here and about anything like that. No, it's wrong. You have to be accountable for it,
Yeah.
right? But it's not a situation where, like I said, it's not foreseeable that you could have a future after this. Okay, so I'm gonna go talk with her, and then I'll be. Because I don't want you to go back in there. And I'll be back. And I have to tell you, at this moment, you're being placed in investigative detention. I'm not going to put you in cuffs or nothing like that right now. We'll get to that later, okay? We're just going to...
I have supporting documentation.
Can she have a seat for a minute?
Of course.
Let's just have a seat.
I have to go back to work, so just bear with me.
You have your customers and stuff. We'll do our best to keep it quiet, okay?
Just as her employer suspected, the dollar bills found in her purse matched the stolen cash. Even worse, that wasn't the only stash she kept hidden.
Does this belong to you?
The $5 that was given to me from her.
Okay.
I have her money for coffee, the 5 singles.
Oh, yes. Hey, listen, that's
Let me grab you some paper.
Yeah. How many you do want to press charges?
Yes, I do.
And
Because
is
I
it-
added it up. It's several $1,000s that's been going on. You're breaking my freaking heart. I have the documentation in my car. I wasn't prepared to turn it over because I was trying to rule it out. But I'll show you what I was preparing for my insurance company.
Okay, let's see that.
It's well over what she has here. I was hoping she would show it all, what you took this morning, and you didn't. So, no, I
Hey,
want
well,
to
let's
sorry.
let's make it not contentious. Well, I would. And where was the other bit?
I told him it was in that back pocket of my bag. Like
Which
that,
one?
The one with the zipper.
Right here?
Yeah.
Is that the rest of it from today, or
Yes, sir.
she put the J? Let me photograph it. Is this all from this business?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna put your keys back in your purse if you don't mind.
Yes, that's fine.
you think that much money's gonna go missing and nobody's gonna notice? I mean, it ain't $20.
I'm gonna go count my drawer because I can tell you what I had. The drawer officially.
All right.
Alrighty, what's your name?
Yana.
Alright, Yana, do me a favor, stand up. Right now, you're gonna be placed under arrest for theft, okay? Do me a favor, lift your hands up. Do anything. I'm not gonna search you or anything. I'll let them do that at the jail, okay?
1360. Does that sound right?
307-1-1015.
Does that sound right, ma'am? 1360.
I didn't.
Okay.
With the amount of money she had stolen, the suspect knew that this wouldn't be easily overlooked, and she was going to pay dearly for the crime.
So it was only the one time before this? She took maybe like 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was making good money before and I was working a lot more.
So what, she cut your hours or something? Is there a reason why she did it?
To me, I feel like it's because I wasn't doing anything right. So it kind of sucked. But
Okay.
so I'm not going to jail.
Because of the amount. When she first called us, she gave us a number, and you would have gotten a notice to appear because you could have gotten.
Sorry.
That's our supervisor now. You would have gotten a notice to appear.
Sorry, memory stuff for me. I called them
Let me
unnecessary.
see that on paper.
You can just look at all of it. You can have it.
And that 22,000 doesn't calculate the 13.
No, because I didn't know today was gonna. I actually came in because I was planning on just interviewing her.
Right.
She was not originally who I thought it was going to be. I was very shocked. I got it down to just, I rolled out everybody but her and another girl.
Yeah.
And I actually just thought it was the other girl, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. But now looking at all this evidence and the time clocks when she was here, it all lines up. Makes sense.
Do you recollect any of those things? Okay.
How much do you think you've taken over the years?
It's just this year, by the way.
It's just this
It's
year.
just this year.
How many?
I didn't keep track.
I mean, you got to have a ballpark in excess of $1,000.
How much was your purse? How much was your car? How much do you think? I want to hear what you think.
That was the most I've ever taken.
At a time, or?
She's missing $22,000.
That's it.
So if you don't think you took that much, you got to have a ballpark of how much you do think you took.
I have documentation here to show I know.
Go ahead and head north. For her to pick this up, send you a picture of it. When she's done, that way it gives her time to...
26. Alright, cool.
What side am I going on?
Try to keep it away from, the general public, so I go back to the situation.
The employee was later charged with grand theft and ordered to repay the sum of $20,000. This next case features a Kohl's employee, Samantha, whose slippery fingers landed her in serious trouble after getting caught in 4K.
Because of this, we are going to prosecute you. You understand that, right? Okay. But we still need our stuff back. What happened?
Okay.
There's a Sephora bag back there. So you'll see. She grabs that bag.
On April the 17th, 2025, 18-year-old Samantha Spears, who worked in sales in the Sephora department at Kohl's, was reported for theft after she was caught on CCTV, stuffing items into her bag. Samantha's theft was brought to light after managers received a tip about a dishonest associate who was suspected for taking things without paying.
How you doing, champ? Funny we see you again. This time we need you. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to the management office over there. That's where we have her.
Okay. So, what do we have so far?
So, I'm going to just take a picture for my record keeping, and then I will give it to you. Her name is Samantha Spear. She's 18 years old. Works for Sephora. She's with us 33 days. We, through a tip and observation, were able to catch her stealing multiple items. And in the interview process, while they were interviewing her, she confessed to, stealing almost every day the last couple of weeks.
Okay. You guys we work hard?
Say again?
You guys we work hard?
She knows. Oh, well, no. Ricky told me to go. Okay. Off quick math that we were doing in our head, she stole a couple $1,000s worth of merchandise.
And you guys
so we told her to be concise because it'll help in, evaluating her future with us. And she asked, am I going to be fired for this? I need the job. And he was like, well, based off your honesty, and the more honest you are with us, we take that into consideration.
That's
so
a crazy question.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
What's stealing from you? Can I keep working here?
You guys have video and receipts for all these?
Yeah, we'll be able to provide that for you. Yeah, from what she told us, she's been doing all the stealing for her family, for her sisters, her father, her mother. Good for her. So like Rick said, he goes, it looks like your parents, your family put you in a predicament.
Yeah. Most people start with petty crap,
Well, that's what she said. She said she started a couple weeks ago, small stuff, and then she felt comfortable with it, and then it became every day that she was working.
After getting a quick rundown of the situation at hand, officers were led to a room where an emotionally imbalanced Samantha was being held.
All right, Samantha. So a couple things. All right. Certainly, anytime an associate causes a loss to us, right, there's some ramifications. So, the team from Boynton Beach is here to talk to you. All right. So there's a couple things. All right. Here you go. All right. So, because of this, we are going to prosecute you. You understand that, right? Okay. But we still need our stuff back. Okay? Alright. One last thing, alright? This is a promissory note telling us that you're going to make it right with Coles. Alright? You still have your pen? Alright. Your principal amount owed is what you put on this statement. Okay? Alright, so you're going to write that there. You're okay, calm down. You're going to print your name and put the date. Did you get that water for you? So Samantha, I do have to make sure you just are aware whether or not you sign it or not. It's okay, alright? You are being released from employment, okay?
Yes, sir.
You can't come back to Kohl's to work anymore.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Alright, so these gentlemen are going to have some things that they're going to cover with you. Alright? Alright.
Sorry, I signed a mistake there.
You're fine. Do you have anything in your locker that we should get for you while these gentlemen are covering a couple things for you?
It's just my bag.
Is it locked?
No, sir.
Okay. What's your locker number?
It's not the right one. It's the one at the very bottom.
What's the very bottom? I don't
think
know.
it's
It's a
like
big
the-
locker room.
Is it in this? What locker number is your locker assigned to?
I was originally assigned to like 75,
It's
but
a white
I
bag.
don't.
Row at the bottom.
I don't know
It's a white
if.
bag.
No, it's. Yeah, it's a white bag.
Samantha, this is what I would say. Is this gentleman's going to ask you some questions. You be as honest and cooperative with them as you are with me. You understand? All right.
It's like. When you enter in the door, it's like.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna just one, the very bottom.
Alright, Samantha, so I have to read you something before I talk to you, okay?
My Miranda rights.
Samantha's tears seemed to stem from shame and regret, and given that this would look terrible on her record, it was understandable that she would break down.
Are you willing to talk to me without the presence of an attorney? Okay, so can you tell me what happened?
Oh god.
How about we do this? Let's give her a little breather. Alright, so she could regain her composure, and then we'll continue getting it afterwards.
Okay.
Sounds good, man?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Listen, Samantha. Everyone's going to treat you with respect. No one's going to yell at you. No one thinks anything. Okay? This was a mistake. But you need to stay calm for us, okay? Can we do that? Can we calm down for a little bit? Alright.
Water.
Get the, go with the
I'll punch her. Listen, we're gonna take her through this door right here. So just grab the patrol vehicle and bring it around this way.
I don't think you're crazy.
Alright, so we're gonna take her out this door. Sorry, we can tell her in the car.
To seal the case, the cops were presented with video evidence of Samantha's thievery.
Yeah, guys. You have video ready?
Yeah,
to look at?
Yeah, we have video.
So I could just check it out.
They need to establish whether we have scheme to defraud yet or not.
Okay.
So they've got 4 dates right now. Several $100s worth of stuff. 4 dates. They haven't gotten through all the video yet. She's admitted to doing this for several more days. For possibly 2 weeks. So, find out. Get his opinion. This is part of the stuff you're going to have to do when you're on your own.
Yeah.
If we have the video for the 4, we can scheme to defraud. The thing is that anything afterwards at this point would either be in addition to or a separate thing.
Okay.
So what we need to find out is what we have here today, what we can charge her with. If you guys are good after that and you're just washing your hands clean from this because she's fired.
Will that be the report number?
Then
Yes.
that's a perfect. But we'll get what we can get today. Because that's probably the route that I would go.
Hang out. I'll get
probably
Okay. He's gonna put his laptop. He's got everything in there.
All right. We want to document it just on so we can articulate everything we see, and then you guys will submit the videos later. We'll send you a link. You explain this.
You did. Yeah, he got the information.
So then we can figure that up when we're submitting the whole packet to the state.
Correct.
Okay.
It's hers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you thought it was mine.
Do you have your ID there? So I could.
It's up front.
No, the funky is.
Yeah, I don't carry it. Alright, so here she is last night. She'll pause it. So last night she comes up to clock out, carrying the same bag she's currently got in the office. Here you'll see she fidgets around, she's gonna grab something off of here, and then she backs up.
And around what time is it?
9:04. She actually conceals the product at 9:06. So here she's looking at something. It's what she winds up taking, but she doesn't take it quite yet. Coach
So it was that speaker that we smelled.
Yeah. So she'll walk over here, walk back.
Now, is we're putting items in there?
No, not yet. She's already got a Sephora bag in her purse that she had already taken from inside the shop. But this is one of the first things that we saw her do. She'll go back out there on the aisle and she'll conceal a speaker that's out there. Alright, so here. I'll back up just a little bit so you can see what she does. So she grabs, there's a Sephora bag back here. So you'll see she grabs that bag. So you'll see there's already, I don't know if you saw it, there's already a couple things in there. She comes over here. Store's closed, by the way. It's 9:13 at night. We close at 9.
Okay.
She grabs here and here.
You good?
Yeah, I just thought about it.
What?
How was a female took 37 beat her on the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. So
The 18-year-old was said to have operated during closing hours when there were fewer people in the store, and she could stuff as many items into her bag as she pleased. For someone who knew the ins and outs of the store, it was dumb of her to think that she could take things without being captured by cameras.
Do you have anything else on?
Take mine.
Sorry. Transporter.
Just turn your wrist down.
Take them all. Can't forget. Take her North Federal. Outside the
Check some kind of outfit.
Come outside chasing. Chasing, thank you.
Work has 2 shifts left, and I'm making her work.
Just 2?
Yeah, we're Northeast 6th Avenue in Federal. Have a 6:40.
Oh yeah, I hear they're hiring in Sephora.
phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Get down, I was looking there.
Oh, they're trying to get their receipts.
She'll go and just start plucking stuff off, put it in the bag. Now we have controls in place that's supposed to prevent that shit from happening. It's like the fourth DA I've taken out of here with the store team to a package shop, something it should be.
How you guys catch wind of this?
Actually, the store associate gave us tips that she was acting weird, so we started reviewing video of all of her closing shifts, and just boom.
Good for that for a quick check.
Started with this. We saw her conceal this last night. Now we're at this. Very slow.
You got everything we need?
You can have that, my friend. So I'll put. Is it okay if I put you in our internal report as the officer?
It might
Perfect.
be
And I have the report number. I'll send every video that I have. Do you want me to only send the video for this right now?
Yes.
Okay. Then what do you want me to do secondarily?
Well, the thing
If we
is
find
we're charging
more.
over scheme to defraud, so we've already seen that.
Yeah.
Anything that we're doing, it's already like, it would just strengthen the case if you wanted to. It would be a supplement to the report, but it wouldn't be additional charges.
Yeah, fair enough.
So what we're doing is what we
you
have
want.
right now, but because it's the systematic theft over and over again, it wouldn't be additional charges. That's what this all kind of encompasses.
Sure. Yeah. I want to give you whatever you want. So you just.
Because like, let's say that you come back later and it's a much higher amount or whatever it is. Maybe there's an enhancement.
Sure.
I think there's an enhancement for the type of the amount that's being taken, right?
Yep, I don't think she's ever going to reach that. I think it's like $100 or something.
Oh,
So let's just say, is it over like a crazy?
So
amount
it
or
just
stash?
strengthens the case, but we already have quite a bit, and she's confessed.
After investigations were concluded, Samantha was charged with a scheme to defraud. Although she was dumb enough to steal from her employers, she was at the very least remorseful for her actions, unlike Daja Holly, a cashier who put up a fight despite being caught swiping dollars.
I mean, it's on camera.
Can I see for myself?
I'm telling you what's happened. Okay.
Okay, but like, what?
Seen on
How
video,
am I-
taking money from the registers and putting it in your
So
vest
that's
pocket.
what.
Because you're under arrest for stealing.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay, just take off your vest so then we can get out of here.
Okay, can I go home? I didn't steal. Like, I'm not even from out here.
You work hard.
Bro, don't touch.
On the 24th of November 2023, police officers were dispatched to Walmart following reports of theft carried out by a cashier. The cashier in question was a 20-year-old identified as Daja Holly, who was caught in 4K taking money out of the cash register. When officers arrived, they immediately made contact with an unsuspecting Daja, and little did they know the level of chaos this encounter would spiral into.
Hey, Deja. Come on in real quick, please.
All right, Deja. So they got you on camera, basically taking money from the register, putting it in your pocket.
Money? Where?
Yeah. They got you on camera.
Nothing, please.
Would you be able to empty out your pockets?
And my money.
Okay, can you take that out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So I see it real quick.
Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No, sir. I mean, no, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead, place your items right there. I'm gonna have you turn and face the wall right here. I'm gonna pat you down. You got nothing on you?
Which pocket did you put it
Put
in?
your hands behind you, or like
This one?
I didn't take anything. I have my own money.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's on camera.
Can I see for myself? Please?
I'm going to show you the pictures just to show.
Oh, that's
there's
fine.
a camera like literally right above
I
you.
know that. Of course.
So here's the times that I guess you were taking it the other days, right? The other days? Okay.
I can't see nothing. I see me taking money out.
When the cops informed Daja about the allegations, she pretended to be in the dark, claiming to have zero knowledge of the crime. But with CCTV footage clearly showing her in the act, it was unlikely that she was going to get away with this one.
What I'm going to need you to do is write a statement about why you have this money and explain to us what has happened on these previous days.
How can I know what happened if it looked like I'm taking money out of the drawer?
I'm just letting you know, it's all in video, okay? So I need you to write a statement about what has happened.
Yeah.
with this money that we have missing from your registers that you've been at. Okay?
Like, what do I'm confused. What do
So you right?
I hear him.
Okay.
I hear him.
Okay?
Like, y'all gonna make me mad. I'm being calm right now because I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm confused. Can I put my stuff back up here
No,
now?
just leave him up there.
This is my that I bought for my mom.
Okay, ma'am.
Write
listen.
the statement.
We're gonna.
This is
keep
my
your
stuff
out.
though. What y'all
Okay, right now
mean?
you're in custody, okay? So I need you to get your stuff out. Alright, just write the statement. That's fine.
Like, this is my stuff I bought with my money. Why
Okay,
can't I
so
put
then
it back
write
on
that
my-
on the statement.
I
so that
am.
you can- okay, you don't need to yell at me. Do what they're
I'm
told
grown
you
as
to do.
hell. Don't talk to me how I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you how
Right now
calm.
you're still at work, so you're
I
gonna
know
do what
that.
work's gonna ask
I
you to do is to
am.
write that
I
statement.
am, but
So
let them, my people, the people that I'm working for, let them talk to me, please.
okay,
Y'all
well,
don't
they
have
called
to.
us to assist, so now we're here. So now you're gonna write that statement.
Y'all putting on, like, come on, man.
Since Daja remained adamant about her innocence, she was asked to pen down her side of things in a statement. However, when she proved to be headstrong, things ended up going completely out of control.
This is right what happened. It's already documented. It's already here in
What
video.
I want to see what happened. That's why
I'm telling you what happened.
I'm not talking to y'all, please.
Listen,
I'm talking to you.
But I'm not talking to
You're
you.
not
I'm
gonna
talking
see
to
it.
him.
I'm telling you what's happened. Okay.
Okay, but like, what?
Seen on
How
video,
am I?
taking money from the registers and putting it in your
So
vest
that's
pocket.
what y'all seen,
Okay.
and that's what I didn't do.
Okay. Well, it's on video.
Okay, I want
It's
to
on
see the video.
Well, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what's on video. Okay.
It's okay. I don't want to write no statement.
I don't come here just to look at videos.
So what y'all finna do?
Arrest you.
Arrest me?
Yeah. So you're gonna do what they told you to do is get back on.
Why is y'all arresting me?
Because you're under arrest for stealing.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay, just take off your vest so then we can get out of here.
Okay, can I go home? I didn't steal. Like, I'm not even from out here.
You work for it?
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my. I gotta get my stuff.
You're under arrest.
Bro, I'm not even out here. I'm not still.
Stop it.
Okay. I'm not easy. Okay. You just broke my. Okay. Can I turn around?
Arm.
Stop resisting.
Want to get tased? Get on the ground. Give me your hands.
Put your hands behind your back or I'm gonna tase you.
You're hurting me.
Fine.
No, he's hurting me. Oh, no, y'all serious
Now
right
you're under
now?
arrest for resisting.
What you mean? I'm just finna turn around now. Can I get my belongings? Can I get my belongings?
Shortly after she was restrained, Daja burst into yet another rageful episode upon discovering that her perfectly pedicured nail was lost during the struggle with the cops.
I'm trying to, like, what the y'all just overdid it. Ooh, you just literally broke my.
32.
Oh, y'all serious? I'm sure the out of y'all. What you
Get off the ground.
I swear to God, y'all fool, boy.
Stop resisting.
Y'all did this, bro. Y'all did this.
Just calm down.
Y'all murdered me.
A lot of noise in the background. Did you say?
Can I calm down, please?
Calm down.
Damn, bro.
Stop resisting.
You doing it? Stop. You white ass.
What's help? Someone else right in there. Yeah, for West Cover, I'll put you on it.
32 is no rush. You're good.
You need 10-9. You say rush or no?
This literally broke my nail, yes. Ooh. Ooh, bro.
32, son of 52 too, she's bleeding.
You did it!
You
Why? No, I did it!
Yes, you did.
No, I promise I did it!
Okay.
It burned! Stop tensing up your hands.
It burned, man. Like, I'm not doing any. Y'all already got me in the handcuffs. Where can I go?
You're getting an ambulance to get checked out. Just calm down.
What? Like, that don't even make sense. Y'all hurt me and then put me in an ambulance. What?
You're bleeding. That's why you're getting.
Y'all did this, bro. After the fact, why
did you resist arrest?
I did it.
Okay.
I did it. I asked,
So
like,
you
can I
throwing the
get my
phone at her?
thing?
So you throwing your phone at
I
her?
did. Oh my granny, oh my cousin granny that's tatted on me, G. I did not hit her.
Well, you're on a body camera, so.
Wait, y'all did all that. After the fact, I asked her politely, can I go in the back and get my thing?
Though she was to blame for the injury she sustained, Daja refused to take responsibility and accused the cops of inflicting harm. Moments later, after her injury was treated by medics, officers resumed the search of her belongings, and Daja had more surprises in store for them.
Was there another 100 in there?
There was.
That's mine. That is mine. I just took my. I can show y'all the transaction that I just took my money out my account.
Well,
that is mine.
When you go to court,
that is mine. I just took it out my transaction this morning.
Well, guess what? The bank has transaction history and all that stuff.
Yes, and I can show y'all.
Well, then you could print that out and bring it to court, and then you.
But that is.
We'll bring it too. We'll bring it too.
What you mean? Bring it. That is mine. I have a bill to pay, and that's why I took it out my transaction.
You show that transaction. We got our videos.
Bro.
Yep, so I'm taking them.
Oh, good. Yours, and we'll get back to you. Okay.
How I'm gonna get it back? I'm confused.
So you have fake IDs?
Yeah, I do. I'm young. I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
I like to party. I like to.
Yeah, but it's legal.
Okay, I don't give a. Y'all can throw them away. Y'all got my real ID.
Oh no, then they're not getting thrown away.
Whatever y'all gonna do it, I'm getting charged with it.
You absolutely are. That's forgery.
Okay.
It's felony charges.
Okay. Okay.
You're not gonna get a break sitting here fighting with officers.
I'm not fighting. I was never even fighting them. I asked them nicely, can I get my things? And he right here, he broke my nail at some more. And you
put your hands behind your back when he told you to? Okay.
I was right here. When I was right here, I got up. And that's when he did all this, everything. I don't have to lie about that.
That's fine.
He know what he did.
He knows.
Chicago police never.
Things began to get serious for Daja, and with felony charges stacking up against her, she grew increasingly bitter.
You can't be on your watch.
I'm touching me, bro. I'm trying to text my
calls when
bro,
you come
watch
to jail.
out. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone, bro.
Do I have to take off the watch? Do I have to take off the watch?
Okay, bro. Leave me alone, bro.
Stop getting on the watch.
I'm trying to test my whole mom.
You'll be able to make calls once you get
I
down
don't
to
have
jail.
to know. I can make a call now.
No, you can't.
What?
I don't think you understand that you're under arrest.
I don't give a you.
Okay.
I hope that's recorded.
It is.
Okay. And I bet you I get out.
No, you probably will. I'm not going to deny that.
Daja was charged with theft, aggravated assault on a police officer, and resisting arrest. In another case of a thieving employee, a Burlington worker was brought to book after she was caught on camera stealing gift cards from her employers.
If I return some of the cards, would any of the money get taken off?
Unfortunately, no, because it's already lost from our inventory.
When did you start doing this return stuff?
Like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago.
Have you seen the actual CCTV?
I did. I saw a couple of transactions. I didn't see because it's about 10 of them. But I saw a couple where she actually does gift receipts. That's how she does it.
Okay.
On the 28th of December 2022, officers received a call from Burlington Coat Factory after the theft scheme of one of its employees was uncovered. The employee, a 19-year-old female, was said to have devised a fraudulent scheme using Christmas gift cards and ended up stealing approximately $5,000 within the span of 7 days.
What tipped you guys off to this?
Corporate.
Okay. Corporate. From the corporate system?
Yeah, they sent us the information. All right, apologize, but I had to call Sunrise.
Have you stand up for me? Put your hands behind your back, okay? Do you have anything on you that I need to know about that's going to stick me, poke me, or hurt me? No? Okay. Do you understand what's going on today? Yeah. Okay. You mind if I sit for a second? Yeah. All right, you can take a seat. It's right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. You're detained at this point for grand theft, okay, based on what Elvis, the LP, has told me. I'm going to read you your rights. I'm going to get all your info, ask you some questions, and we go from there. Okay? All right? I know your mom's on the way?
No, she's on the way.
Okay.
She's supposed to be on the way.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. You ever been read your rights before?
No.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney before and during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you prior to any questioning if you desire. Do you understand? Would you like to talk to me about what happened?
Yeah, if I return some of the cars, will any of the money get taken off?
Unfortunately, no, because it's already lost from our inventory. So we'll have no choice but to charge you for the whole amount that was lost during the return process.
So what happened? How long have you been employed here?
For almost a month.
Okay. And what happened?
So we can do like returns for stuff and then get credits from the store.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize like it was actual money. I just thought it was Burlington credits. Like it wouldn't cause any loss or anything. And I was just trying to get my siblings some gifts for Christmas.
Okay.
But I didn't know it was actual money.
How many times did you do this transaction return to get credits, if you had to guess?
I've done it a couple of times, but I haven't. I only bought stuff once.
Okay.
After I bought that stuff for Christmas, I asked them, and I was like, the person who was checking me out, he was like, "Oh, you can't do that. Like that's actual money." Like he told me that I couldn't do it, and I haven't bought nothing else, and I still have the gift cards. Haven't used them after that. After he told me that I wasn't allowed to do that.
Okay. How many gift cards did you have total?
I had like 5 or 6 gift cards, but
And how much dollar on each one?
some of them had like $14, $50, $100. The most one had was $213, which I used on Christmas. The other gift cards, I still have them at home. Haven't used them or nothing.
Okay, still have gift cards.
Having only worked at the store for a month, it was surprising to see just how much she managed to get away with using this scheme of hers. Although she claimed to have been carrying out the returns without realizing the financial implications it had, her claims didn't sound very believable to the cops.
Do you know how much money you have left on those gift cards that you still have?
No.
Okay, do you know how much you spent on Christmas?
I forgot the amount he said. It was $413.
$431. Okay. That was on Christmas. And when did this start? When did you start doing this return stuff?
Like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago when I learned how to,
Who taught you?
One of the managers taught me how to do the returns.
Were they teaching you because they do it as well?
Yeah, everybody does it. They were teaching me how to do it, like, because I'm supposed to know how to do that.
Okay, so do you think they were doing it for the same reasons? Like,
no, you give the customers a choice to either get Burlington credits or their money back from what they paid for the thing.
Okay. Prior to today, and just be honest with me, you had these gift cards at home.
Yes.
When you learned that it was theft or fraud, whatever it is, why didn't you bring it back or alert a manager like, hey, I've been making a mistake?
I just wasn't going to do it again. I didn't think anybody would notice.
Okay. Were you on shift today?
Yeah.
Did you do any of that today?
Yeah.
Okay. What about yesterday?
No, I wasn't here.
You weren't here yesterday? Okay. So when did you get told?
The day I bought those credits.
On Christmas?
Okay.
No,
it was December 23rd.
The 23rd. Okay. And you haven't bought since then? Did any other store employees tell you, like, hey, I do that, I keep the money, nothing like that?
Nothing like that.
Okay, so it's not like a common thing here, to your knowledge. Okay. Do you have your internal report? Don't you guys type up, like, an internal thing?
We do after.
After? Okay. All right. And then do you have, like, the transaction history?
Yep.
Following the chat with the suspect, officers were led to a back room where they were shown proof of all her fraudulent transactions. Up until this point, she had absolutely no idea that the CCTV cameras were what gave her away.
Oh boy. Yeah, so she is correct. She actually So she's not really being truthful, so she did one more on the 26th.
Okay.
So after that.
And it was for a total of how many transactions?
10.
I'm sorry, 10.
10, yeah.
Bravo 41.
And you were alerted by corporate?
Yeah, it was corporate. They emailed us this whole entire thing.
Okay. Did you question her prior to me coming in here?
Yes. She wrote her statement.
Oh, she did? Okay,
Yeah,
can I
she
see
wrote
that?
pretty much everything that she discussed with me.
Cool.
Some of the cards right there. I don't know how much I know. I bought these were still in my jacket from the day that I bought. I wore this same outfit.
Okay.
Keeping guard. Anyway, you can repeat where that spill was. Clean up right now.
Okay. Perfect. So I still have you in the system from Century 21. And you guys want to prosecute?
Yeah, JD wants to prosecute.
Yes. Alright. Are you able to email me that?
I can email you this.
Perfect. So if you can, and then do you have CCTV footage?
We do. I was telling JD his cameras are kind of lagging.
Okay.
He said he can do it on his end. If you need it right now, I can.
No, I'll get it later. As long as I know that you guys have it.
And definitely have it.
Okay, so have you seen the actual CCTV?
I did. I saw a couple of transactions. I didn't see because it's about 10 of them. But I saw a couple where she actually does. She does gift receipt. That's how she does it.
Okay.
So she doesn't keep the actual customer receipt. Right before she gives the receipt, she actually does a gift receipt, so that way she can do.
So does that defraud the customer or the business?
That defrauds the business.
The business.
Yeah,
Okay.
because our inventory.
I gotcha.
Stuff like that.
Does the customer also get their money back?
The customer does not, but the way it would actually defraud the customer is that they can't return it again.
The item.
Yeah, once you do a return, you can't use that same receipt to do another return.
After listening to the girl's confession and seeing the evidence gathered, it was time for the officers to let her know what her fate was.
Alright, now here's the deal, okay? Because of the dollar amount, it's a felony, okay? We just basically have to process your paperwork, take you down to the jail, they process it, and then they kick you out, okay? Do you have any questions for me? No? What I would suggest is any gift cards you do have, once you get out, any gift cards you do have, I would say bring back, because it will show maybe the state attorney who's going to prosecute the case that you're trying to give back the stuff. I know Lewis has his hand side, he's an LP, he's got to follow what corporate says, but I'm talking about the court side of it. It may help you just to give Burlington their stuff back, okay? We're just going to walk you to our substation and we'll go from there, okay? You have any questions? Any property here that's yours other than that?
I have a purse in the front that's under register 1.
Under register 1? What color is it?
Red.
It's red. Does it have like your ID and stuff in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have anything in it we need to worry about?
No.
Okay. All right. We're good. I'll take you out. Okay. I'll leave those gift cards. If you can just.
Those are
the ones they already used.
No, I didn't use those.
Okay. Do they have money?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is that your registered
That's my
card?
employee card right here.
Do you want the employee card to stay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll clock you out. Which is 624.
624. Is she going to be trespassed from the store?
Yeah.
For how long?
I think JD usually does a year.
A year? Okay, because it'll be from the mall for a year. It's whatever you guys do from the whole mall. So I'll explain that all to her. Alright. Well, I'm going to walk you the quick way so we don't have many people see you.
Want to make a copy?
Yeah, that'd be great. And then if you can meet us at the substation. You know where it is, right? Avenue 3.
Avenue 3, okay.
Alright, or can one of you guys wait with him and when he gets the purse? Or somebody
I don't know where I am.
Come on, Puck. We're going to go this way.
The employee was charged with grand theft. Just as this teenager was dumb enough to steal in a store full of cameras, so was this Walmart employee in the next case, who was apprehended for ripping off thousands of dollars.
There's no customer, he pulled it out of his own pocket, there's nobody there doing a recon.
Any way that, with respect to Walmart, that I could walk out with you and not in cuffs?
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm mad at myself.
On March the 24th, 2023, the police were dispatched to Walmart in regards to a thieving employee who was caught red-handed on CCTV camera. The employee was said to have devised a theft scheme, which he used to siphon over $5,000. But while he was playing smart and stealing dollars, he was too dumb to realize that everything was being recorded in 4K.
but he's doing a refund for himself. With no
Up at the customer service desk.
at the well, yeah.
Because you can't do it on the regular register. So
You probably could, but mostly it's been at the service desk.
okay.
You could do it in any register, but
An employee can.
Mainly it's done at the service desk.
Because an employee has access to the codes
Yeah,
to get
you
into
can
the
do-
others.
you can
But
do
because
it.
I can't get myself a refund as a customer.
No, can't.
Yeah.
No.
So. Oh.
So
okay.
he has codes and he has authorization to do anything, basically.
Okay.
So basically, he pulls a receipt out of his pocket, goes up to the register, scans the receipt, and just does a refund. And if it goes back to his card, he'll just hit his computer, everything goes immediately back to his card. Refund is done, crumbles up that receipt, gets the return slip. The return slip is supposed to go on the merchandise. Crumbles up that return slip and throws it on the trash.
So nobody ever knows.
Nobody ever knows.
How'd you come across it?
We just noticed it.
So this is what he does?
This is him.
Okay.
Reaches in his pocket, which you don't do. Pulls out a receipt, which we don't do.
And there's nobody standing there, so.
Oh, there's people there, but
No, I'm saying like customer that he's helping.
Yeah. There's no customer. He pulled it out of his own pocket. There's nobody there doing a refund.
Yeah, clearly. Okay.
He scans it, but then all of a sudden
Can I go back real quick? We'll see you come up, I'm sure.
he scans it.
Because you know what the point of sale screen is doing, so.
I don't know anything. I don't know.
Oh, you don't use
I don't
them?
know how to do a refund.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
But I do know that I'm trying to show. See, you get an item, and then he sees me. This is me coming. Then he just cancels the whole thing. Cancels it. Goes back to a regular screen.
And puts it back in his pocket.
Yep. Puts it. Yep.
And then, when did y'all then grab him to? Shortly after that, or do you think he's coming back and does it again?
No, he might have came back and did it again, but right before I called dispatch.
According to statements, the suspect had been using fake returns to steal thousands from the supermarket and had successfully gotten away with it until his day of reckoning finally came.
Alright. So, I think we've met a few times.
Yes, sir.
On,
He's been about almost a few times.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, before we get started, you're not free to leave, because obviously we're investigating. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. And you can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand these rights I've read to you? And with these rights in mind, do you wish to answer some questions for me? Okay. So, go ahead and stand back up for me. You can let go of your fingers.
Sure. You have a discount card? We got it.
No. Kirk, these things, hold on, let me lock them so when you sit down they don't tighten up on you. These things aren't made for comfort. Your palms are supposed to stay like that. If you try to twist, it's probably going to hurt, okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright, but before you sit down, do you have anything on you that's going to hurt me? Poke me, stick me? Anything that could be illegal?
No, not illegal.
Okay.
But I do have needles in my pocket, and they're for my diabetes.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Where
I have,
are they at? In your pocket?
In my pocket.
And are they capped?
No.
They are
because
not
one's
capped.
been used. But it's a quick pen. So it's
Oh, it's like an EpiPen? Like a...
Well, I have the pen, but then I also have the needle top. So
Okay.
it's like a pen, and then you have to unhook it and put a needle.
Which pocket?
I believe my left pocket.
Okay.
Or my left. Your
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Okay.
Well, we're going to start with your right.
That's fine.
So, this was yours?
Yes.
You want another sip before we go?
No, thank you. Thank you for asking.
You got copies of
Alright, so obviously there's certain things that you can't take into the jail with you.
Yeah. Well.
Like that.
Right,
And
okay.
these. We're not going to let you take those in.
Well, my only thing is, well, that's fine. I'll deal with that one.
Yeah, no, I mean, they have everything.
I
that
just
you're
hope,
gonna need.
because last time they almost killed me, so. And I'm not, I know that's not yours, but.
Yeah.
I know I can't take them in there, but I just don't want to die almost this time.
Yeah, no. So what I'll do though is I'll actually take pictures. That way I'll talk to the nurse and like this is what he had on him. So
And like I've got my bracelet, and I know they probably won't let me keep that. But like,
What bracelet? The metal bracelet? They should.
I just don't want to die when I get in there. I mean, I'm not
They should
blaming
let
you.
you.
Well, they didn't give
Should.
me medicine for my 11 days. That damn near almost killed me. Like I was in the hospital a chance for 7 of them.
What do you want me to do with your knife?
Throw it away, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I know I can't take it in there.
Yeah, no, they won't take liquids or anything in there.
Throw it all the way down. Well, Vicks, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you have that in
Okay,
there either.
that's
So the only thing they're gonna let you take is this stuff.
That's
You want me to turn your phone off for you?
I was hoping that somebody would let me at least call my girlfriend and tell her.
You kept it in your truck, you wanted it, I guess.
My truck's not here. My girlfriend picks me up. I just wanted to let her know that I'm going to jail, so because she has my truck and it's not.
We'll when we get up the car, I'll let you call her. That way we can let them get back to work.
The man didn't seem to show any remorse for what he had done, and all he could concern himself with was how shameful his arrest was going to be.
So go ahead and stand back up for me.
Is there any way that, with the respect to Walmart, that I could walk out with you and not in cuffs?
Well, the handcuffs aren't going to come off. I mean, the only thing I can do is I can have another unit come and sit with you, and I can walk you out the back door. But I don't know. I can't guarantee there's going to be anybody.
Not a rat, I didn't hear anything right here anyway. So.
Yeah, there's. I mean,
It took me about an hour earlier today to get somebody out here. You showed up pretty quick, so I doubt you'll
yeah, they're all tied up right now. I had just cleared a call.
Can I? Is there any way you can just take my shirt off of me so I don't have to walk out with customers realizing?
Right now, he's that's your officer.
That's fine. I mean, it's just a question. If not, then it's not.
No, I'm just gonna put it back in his pocket. Go ahead and stand up for me. Yeah, you're not gonna get the shirt off without.
Just a question.
And the AC's on like full blast, or if it's not, I'll get it on. And again, I just want to confirm you have nothing else on you. Have any necklaces or anything?
Oh yeah, I do have necklaces.
We'll take off when we get there, but
no, nothing else.
Nothing else.
No.
Be a felony inside. Okay.
No, sir. No.
And when we get there, we'll let you. They'll let you take your earrings out.
Okay.
When his request to be taken through the back door was denied, and he tried to play it off, pretending he was only concerned for Walmart's reputation. But one would wonder where this concern was when he was happily defrauding the business.
He's gonna tell you something. I'm gonna grab your phone out of your
Kurt,
pocket.
I wasn't in there, buddy. I mean, I was part of the investigation, saw what all this stuff happened. You said you're not going to come back to Walmart at all? Well, we're going to make that legal.
That's fine.
So don't come back to the property, all right, buddy?
That's fine.
Me and you never had a problem.
No,
It's
sir,
just
I don't.
You did what you had to do, and we did what we had to do.
Right, no, I got you. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm mad at myself.
Well, you got caught. I mean,
I'm mad at myself. No, I have no hard feelings or anything.
So you're being trespassed from Walmart for a year. Okay. If you come back anytime in that year, you'll be arrested.
Yeah, no.
All right. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Suzanne, my baby.
Just phone.
Yeah, Suzanne, my baby, or something like that, from Reasons.
Is it just Suzanne?
No, it's Suzanne, my baby.
There. Oh, I just saw it. Right there.
Yep. I know how she's gonna pick up too. She's gonna be so excited that she's coming here. Please don't not pick up. I'm on one phone. I'm not using it.
Does she work?
She's got my card up. But we were supposed to head out of town on Saturday, and like she's coming to get me. Hey, honey, it's 1:40 on Friday. I know you're about to come pick me up, but I'm getting arrested from Walmart. So don't, of course, don't pick me up. But if you can, call Nicole and let her know, so she can possibly let Lorelai, or if you can get a hold of Lorelai or Lily, and don't let them know right now, but get a hold of Nicole and let her know. And I love you, and I'll call you when I'm done with jail or when I can call you. Thank you, sir.
So your phone's not blowing up on the way there.
Oh, she'll know once the phone's off too.
In the end, the suspect was charged with theft and sentenced to 5 years of probation. While this man couldn't bear to handle the shame that came with being caught, this T-Mobile employee who stole multiple iPhones felt nothing at all.
Couple days now she's been taking stuff. The last couple weeks.
Okay.
Total of 19 phones and 1 Apple Watch.
We've kind of been informed of what's been going on regarding the cell phones, but at this time we are going to have to take you into custody.
Yeah, I do know about the phone service, so yeah.
On August the 20th, 2025, police officers were dispatched to a T-Mobile store regarding a theft incident involving an employee. The report was made a day earlier after an employer discovered that the store was missing 20 devices, including Apple phones and watches.
I mean, you're obviously familiar with it. Can you just run me through a quick brief? I had the report, but just so we have our ducks in a row.
Yeah, so throughout a couple days now she's been taking stuff. The last couple weeks.
Okay.
Total of 19 phones and 1 Apple Watch, so a total of 20 devices.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty significant. So total's like what, $20,000?
Yeah.
So about $1,000 piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes 2 at a time, 3 at a time sometimes, and it's always when she's in the back alone.
Okay.
Pockets it. We've been able to like track it, but like haven't stopped it. Last one was I think Sunday, so this Sunday that just passed.
Okay. So like the 17th.
But her next shift is today, 9:30. She'll make it on time. She tends to like come late sometimes.
Okay.
Nothing yet, but if she does come in late, she normally texts me like I'm running late, but nothing today. So.
Okay.
You know what kind of car she drives?
No, she gets dropped off though.
In the front or the back?
In the back. She'll use the back door.
All right. Have you guys like been able to figure out which serial numbers of the phones and you got everything? Yeah. Okay, because I don't know if it was given to the officer yesterday or not. But
I don't have.
We'll probably need that.
Pull them up, but corporate office down the street they definitely have it too.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably end up needing that at some point today.
I think it was her name is Anna, who like handles everything.
Okay.
But
that may have been
Ashley.
who is that? Ashley?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's the one that called yesterday. So hopefully she'll get all that to us. What are your guys' intentions with her?
No comment on that. I'm assuming they're gonna press charges, but
Okay. So then what we'll do when she comes in, we'll take her. We'll take her back, see if she'll interview.
Yeah.
And then hopefully she'll give up where these phones are and we can get them back. That's, we're just hoping. That's a hope.
Yeah, that's a hope.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are gonna do something on the civil aspect of it. You guys can figure that out. But yeah, we'll take her if you guys are gonna sign complaints, and then from there we'll try and get your phones back.
Yeah,
how long has she worked here?
Since June. End of May, early June. So it's like fresh.
And this just started this month?
Yes. Yeah. I normally do like counts every other day just to like make sure inventory. We sell a lot of phones.
Yeah.
My job is part of my job is to count phones, and I noticed it last 2 weeks Saturday. But we have a system glitch time to time where it doesn't ring out the phone.
Mhm.
So I played the waiting game, and then I started to see it was more phones, and I was like, hold up.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
When did she get the code for the safe?
After she completed training. Everyone has a code.
Okay.
It's
like okay. I was gonna say individual codes for each person, or
same code.
But she has permission to go into the safe.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Minutes later, the suspect arrived at work to meet police officers patiently waiting for her by the front door. From that very moment, she knew everything was about to go downhill for her.
Hi. Hi, I'm Detective Cezak. I'm with Bloomingdale. It's my partner, Detective Johnson.
How we doing?
Do you kind of understand why we'd be here? Wanting to speak with you? Okay. Do you have an ID on you by any chance?
No, not with me.
You don't have anything with your name on it?
Not today.
Okay. So we've kind of been informed of what's been going on regarding the cell phones. But at this time, we are going to have to take you into custody, okay? If you could just give me your bag. And then if you hand my partner your phone.
Just gonna hold on to it for you, okay?
You don't have anything on you, right? No pockets? Okay. Can you put your money back? Is this your store key? Alright, I'm gonna take that. That's probably Dave. Dave, is that you? I don't want to get you hurt.
Looks like it's 74. It's what the thing on 95.
Tiny wrist. Is that too tight? I'm gonna lock this so it doesn't tighten up on you, okay? You got a key in? Thanks, sir. We'd like to talk to you about it. We can do that at the PD. Okay. How long have you been working at T-Mobile? 2 weeks. 2 months. 2 months? Okay. Did you work anywhere before that?
Yeah, vision works.
Okay. Why do you think that we're in this situation right now?
I just was looking to hear from you guys.
Okay. So, obviously T-Mobile has told us that some phones and some other items are missing. Do you know anything about that?
Some phones and other items?
Mm-hmm.
What other items?
Apple Watch, AirPods.
Yeah, I do know about the phones, I do not know about the watch.
Tell me about the phones.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and act like I don't know what's going on or what's happening.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So yeah, I do know about the phones that are missing. Yeah, it's me.
Do you know how many phones are missing?
No.
No, okay. What was the reasoning for taking those phones?
Dumb reasons, not thinking, not really thinking about it.
You just short on cash or something? Trying to pay for student loans? 'Cause that's something we can understand.
Well, I mean, pretty people can understand it, but yeah, but like, it wasn't smart thinking to do.
Okay. Someone tell you?
Actions come with consequences.
Yes. No, but being forthcoming about it, obviously, that's better for you in the long term, you know, because we can say, like, you know, hey, she took this because she needed the money or she's short on money. You know, she's going to school full time, she got 3 more years, and school's not cheap. I mean, it wasn't cheap when we went to school. I can't imagine what it's like right now.
Definitely can't think what it is for you guys to go to school than what I'm going for.
Yeah. So, how much do you have in school loans?
Chamberlain ain't cheap, I know that.
Hmm?
So Chamberlain ain't cheap.
Chamberlain ain't cheap. Chamberlain ain't cheap. Like, I think for Chamberlain, I think I have 10 left to pay them.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's what's left.
Yeah.
We haven't been paying them since the start.
Yeah.
That's why I was switching, because I was like, this is way too expensive. I can't constantly pay them.
Yeah. I get that. So is that kind of why? Is it just short on money?
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, the girl was amused by her predicament, and it seemed she didn't fully understand the weight that her actions carried.
Did somebody tell you to take their phones? Did you ever talk to anybody about taking the phones? Like friends, family?
No.
Anybody like request you to, hey, can you slip me an iPhone?
No.
No? Okay. What did you do with those phones?
I gave them away.
Okay. Friends, family?
Friends.
Okay. Do you know which friends you gave them to?
Huh?
Do you know which friends you gave them to?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to tell me who you gave them to? Not necessarily that they're going to be in trouble, but I'm being quite honest, we're trying to get those phones back. You know?
I get you.
Okay. Do you want to just write down who you gave them to?
I can give, like, if I have my phone off, like, I can give it to you. Like,
You just give it to them? Okay. I know your phone's like almost dead, so we threw it on charger real quick.
Okay.
Did they give you money? So once it's charged up a little bit, I don't want it to die on me, you know.
Okay.
Did you get money in return for giving them the phones?
Just a bit.
Okay. How much were you getting per phone?
Hmm?
How much were you getting per phone?
Like 5.
Like $5? Okay. Do you know how many phones you sold off?
Only 2.
Only 2? Okay. What'd you do with the rest of the phones?
I think I only had 3. I don't remember taking more than that.
You don't think you took more than 3 phones?
Yeah.
Okay. If I was to tell you that T-Mobile pulled an inventory for the last like 2-3 weeks and we're missing 19 phones.
19?
Yeah.
Me, take 19. Oh my gosh.
I mean, people, I can show you a couple pictures.
Oh, I'm not denying you. I'm not saying you didn't take anything.
That's you, right? You just don't recall taking 19?
Yeah. I'm not denying you or saying I didn't do it. I'm not doing any of that.
Okay.
I'm owning up to it.
Yeah.
I want you guys to know I was wrong. I was wrong. I did mess up, and it was wrong of me to even do that. I have consequences for what I did.
Like I said, we're trying to at least get the phones back for T-Mobile, but they're saying that they're missing quite a few phones since like August 9th. So the last like 2 weeks.
So I think when I get my phone, I can give that to you.
Okay.
Who I gave them to.
Yeah. So you think you only sold 2 phones? Did you give? Okay, maybe you sold 2 phones. Did you give any away? Okay.
I can give them to. That's what I was like. I can give the people that I gave them to you, like directly.
All right. Yeah, we'll get your phone once it's charged up. Like I said, it was like a very, very sliver of red, and I don't want it to die.
Okay.
So we just threw it on a charger. We'll give it like another 10 minutes, and then we'll get that back.
Apparently, she was under suspicion for stealing more than phones, and when confronted about this, she had this to say.
They also brought up that they're missing some money. So
what do you mean?
What was explained to me is that sometimes you guys will be given cash as like a deposit, whether it's for a statement or for like a phone, and then it's found some inconsistencies with what was supposed to be deposited and what was actually deposited, and those inconsistencies fell on days that you were closing. Did you happen to like swipe some cash?
No, that's one thing I've never done. Like take anything out of a register, no, because like I've been in any job and never wanted to go into the register do that. The phones, yes, I did, but the register, no, I've never done that.
Okay, so you never took any cash from like deposit box?
No, I don't remember ever doing nothing like that. Because I've never done that at any job, ever. I wouldn't do that. Because we have to count it to make it right, so I wouldn't do that.
Okay. All right. Have you done this in the past?
No.
No?
No.
Just only this first time with
Yes.
T-Mobile?
Yes.
Okay.
I've never done anything like this ever in my life.
Okay, so what made you do it?
Getting a lot of stress.
Okay.
And I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really thinking straight. I was just like, okay, I'll just do this. And then, really kind of messed up.
Okay, I mean, people make mistakes, right? And you've never been arrested before?
No.
Okay. So maybe this was just a mistake.
I've never been seen inside of a jail.
Yeah. Well, ours is actually, I don't think we're going to put you in a cell. So.
Except for when we hit, like someone hit our car and we came in and was like making a police report. But other than that, I've never seen an inside. So, no, I've never.
Hopefully this will be the last time. Right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I would never do this again.
The people that you give the phones to, are there any more phones left at your house?
No.
You got some in your bedroom or anything like that?
Actually, no, I do not.
No?
Not at all.
Okay.
That's why I said I can give you exactly who I gave the phones to, so you can go there, because there's nothing I can give you at all.
Okay.
Because I'm empty-handed to give them back, so I can give them directly to the people to you.
And it was always just friends and family or friends? Did you sell anything on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp?
I think I gave one to like a family friend, like not my friend, but like family friend of a friend, like that type of friend.
Okay.
So yeah, that's who I sold it to. That's why I said I'll give the people directly to you and show you who I gave them to, and who I gave them to and who I sold them to, so you can know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to like jam them up.
No,
like,
you're fine.
Well, like I said, we're just trying to get the phone.
No,
back.
you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. I'm in the wrong. You're not wrong for asking any questions.
Okay. What's a good phone number for you? Because I don't know if you ever got that.
I think you wrote it on there.
Okay. Does anybody in your family, like immediate family, know about this? Like your mom, is it dad, stepdad?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows about it?
No.
Okay. Boyfriend know about it?
No, not even him.
Okay. So it's just kind of like a spur of the moment, hey.
Yeah, that's why I said it's really on me. Nobody else would know anything about it.
Okay.
So that was my mistake. I wouldn't really tell anyone if I made a mistake.
She claimed not to know anything about the missing cash, but with her jumbled up memory and inability to recall the exact number of gadgets that she had stolen, there was a high possibility that she was guilty.
So on, I guess, the topic of the phone, would you give us consent to go through your phone?
What do you mean?
Like, would you give us consent to take your phone and get like the screenshots of?
Would you let us go through your phone for like who you?
Oh, I was gonna show you.
Okay.
Like show every person to you.
Okay. Were you making money through cash? Was it like Cash App or?
Cash.
They just hand you cash?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like, it's easier just for me to show you, but there's no receipts and no cash app or anything like that.
Did you make any purchases with the money you got from that or no?
Not really, only a few things.
Like what? Any like big dollar purchases, like anything over $100?
No, not yet.
Nothing investment, right?
No.
Okay. Is that cash from when you sold the phones? That's in your wallet? It was like $807 cash.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. Is it all from the phone sales? Is it all from selling the phones?
No.
How much do you think you got in your wallet from that?
Are the bills?
From like about 5 is in there from the phones. The other, I just had that on my card and I took it off. That was about it.
Okay. You said it was on your debit card? Who's your bank account? Who do you bank with?
I don't really have a bank.
Is it like a Cash App?
I use PayPal,
PayPal, Cash App? Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay. But you never stayed there? You only get mail there? Why don't you want to get mail at Hillside? Why don't you want to get mail at this address?
Because it's my mom's address and she's nosy. I hate when she gets my packages.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. She'll close the vault before you get home.
Yes.
So,
How do you think your mom would react to you being in this situation?
I really don't even want to tell her.
Think she'd be disappointed?
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
That's valid.
She's no, I've never done nothing like this.
She would know that you never got in trouble. She's pretty strict.
Yeah. She's absolutely gonna be mad.
I mean, I don't blame her. Well, like I said, people make mistakes. What do you think should happen to somebody that, got caught stealing phones?
I mean, if it was me, I'd be suing them, so I'm pretty sure they probably want to do something right, so.
Suing them?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about criminally? What do you think should happen?
You should have to pay all that money back and some maybe. Because what's wrong, you should definitely have to pay some and extra.
So just to kind of recap, how many phones do you think that you've taken from T-Mobile?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Do you think it was 19? Not necessarily iPhones, I mean iPhone and Samsung.
is it plausible? You just kind of grab it real quick and you lose track.
Yeah, possible.
Were they all in the safe?
Yeah.
And then you're taking display ones? They're all from the safe? Okay. Were you ever told not to take phones out of the safe unless it was for... Were you ever instructed, hey, don't take the phones out unless it's for a customer? No? Okay.
The girl's honesty and cooperation were commendable, but even this good act could not save her from the consequences of what she had done.
We'd like to obviously have you show us and tell us where the phones went and who we can contact to try and get those phones back. And then obviously we're going to talk to corporate, because I know they're actually the ones that brought this to our attention, so we have to ask them how they want to proceed. Never been arrested before, so it's not like this is a pattern, but it's essentially a pattern because it's been multiple instances. And then we'll have to talk to the state's attorney about it. So, is there anybody you want to call? Because you're probably going to be here a little bit. I'm not saying you're going to be here all day, but you'll probably be here, for like a couple hours.
Is there anything is there anything else I have to do? I was I'm confused. I'm sorry. I've never done this.
You're probably just gonna be chilling. Yeah, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for your phone to charge up a little more, and then we'll come back down and we'll talk to you. We'll go through, who may have the cell phones, just so we can try and get those back. Hopefully they'll be willing to get them back. And then we'll have to talk to our state's attorney just to see how they want to kind of proceed with this, whether it's release you and we'll follow up with you another day while we gather some more information, or whether they want to charge you with something. I guess I don't know what the charge would be. I kind of have an idea, but that's going to be ultimately up to the state's attorney. So.
The suspect was charged with grand theft afterward. In the next case, a Dollar General manager broke down upon realizing that all her theft operations were caught in 4K.
When he said to me right under the camera right here, I'll explain to you later, this is embarrassing enough.
I'm sorry.
Can you take me out the back door, please? Don't put me in handcuffs, please.
On August the 16th, 2023, a call from a Dollar General branch about a missing $14,000 came in, and they claimed a manager was responsible.
As far as we are concerned, you have now committed the act of grand theft. That is a felony. We have no choice. We must make an arrest and we must take you in. They are the entity representing the business, and they are requesting that we take law enforcement action against you. That is our position on it, okay? Regardless of whether we think that their investigation went right or wrong. As far as we are concerned, we are going to conduct our investigation in the proper order, okay?
As the police talked to the manager, she revealed something that her supervisor did.
The only reason I wrote that because he told me I wouldn't go to jail if I wrote that. He was right here with me, sitting, saying that.
So, we're not going to take that or use it.
I know.
So that's just going to be something that they...
That's for my records. That'll be for their records, and it has nothing to do with us. As far as we are concerned, we will give you the opportunity if you would like to make a statement, and we will document it properly. Okay. Are you her supervisor normally? Okay, so she's made the statement to us that she was told that if she provided a statement, that you guys would not pursue prosecution as long as you did make that statement to her. Okay. I just need to clarify that.
I'm here because I was trying to save her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
The other lady is lost operation.
Yeah.
So she's going to do her thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to, at least, if she was willing to cooperate.
Yes.
I was assuming that loss prevention was going to take that into consideration and accept, like a deal. You know?
Yeah.
But it looked like she...
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. Those kind of deals. So, because of that, do you have ID so we can just document that we spoke with you and that statement? She's alleging that statement was made, and so as far as we are concerned, we can't accept any of this because it was all done under duress and under a false pretense. She was coerced, essentially. You've made false pretenses that she wouldn't go to jail, and we have nothing to do with that. But as far as we just need to document that this is the allegation that she's making, and that we properly read her Miranda, and we let her know that anything that she states to us after this point, can and will be used against her. So I just need your ID, and that was all.
No, I'm not going to provide my ID. I don't have to. I haven't committed any crime.
You're part of the investigation as the authorized representative, and as her supervisor who brought her in here. You are now part of the investigation.
You can raise your tone.
I'm not raising my tone at all, sir. I've only spoken with you.
I'm not afraid, but I'm not going to provide my ID because I know the law.
No problem.
I'm happy that this is happening because I didn't want that to happen to her.
The manager was still adamant about being coerced into a confession.
Is there a voice in the camera? Is there a voice in the camera? No. It was all him when he said to me right under the camera right here. I wouldn't go to jail.
I'm sure he's telling the truth.
So like this officer said, regardless of what took place, the crime took place. So we can't get around that.
I know.
So a lot of times, people can choose not to prosecute at first and then change their mind.
She, however, admitted to taking some money to cater to some family problems.
I can detail the deposits amount that she admitted to, one by one.
Yeah, if you can do that, and just like the time frame, you said April, May.
Yeah, no, past April.
And your brother was in March, right?
Yeah, my mom, yeah. My mom died of cancer. My brother died of heart attack. The 2600 one is on the slip, all of them. It was only the 15, the 22, and the 22.
As of this morning, the 2600 is still not in the bank. And that was from
that one was. The yellow slip should be the ones that were here yesterday. It's only the last. The 15, the 22, and the 22. Because I think the 26 is the one that I faxed over.
Yeah,
Scan and send. The 2646 is the one I scanned and sent. It was in there.
Well, this one.
And the 1700 too. No, they're there. This is the one that you had. That one that
I didn't include that one on that.
See, I only acknowledge the 1500 and the other 22 and 22. That's it. It's not this other one. It's just the last one. And the and the 222s.
So yeah, well, like this one and the 222s.
Yeah, it's the 22 and the 22.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. The other ones are no. I dropped them off there.
Okay. Well, the amounts that the charges go is anything over 5,000, between 5 and 20,000. Like the same charge. So whether it's 6,000 or 10,000, it'll be like the same bond.
How much cash will she need?
Central Operator 108 Garrison Drive, traffic moving of Phoenix, Penelope. Reference has her single 43, it's not done where they are.
I haven't done a second degree misdemeanor in a while. First one is like 3. I'll stay between 5,000 6,000. Not 100% sure.
Like $500 cash then?
Yeah, like if you do like 10% bond.
Right. Like, oh my god, please, because nobody knows anything. She's gonna be the one that's getting me out.
Hello?
Hey, Tori. Can you hear me?
Are you okay?
No, what, Jill? Don't worry and don't tell nobody, but I gave Jen my debit card at work, so you can show her, call her on Facebook.
What?
They're taking me to jail, so if you could bail me out.
Why are they taking you to jail?
Because of deposits. But, I mean, I didn't go yet, so I don't know how long it's going to be, but what does she have to do? Hey, Kyrie.
Deposits? What are you talking about?
At work. I'll tell you later, but what does she have to do? The police officer's right here. You're on speakerphone. Hey, Kyrie.
When they're ready to...
Sorry, my grandson.
When they're ready to...
Hey, Kyrie.
Bond you out, they will allow you to make a phone call.
Jen at work. Okay. They said when you come bond me out later on tonight, I don't know how it's going to be. I guess you just have to look online.
Are you stealing money, bro? Back 1411. Call advised that the homeowner should be the mother and father.
Oh, grandson loves me. Sorry. Kyrie, it's okay. I'm right here. Hey, Kai. Hey. Hey, so how does she look it up?
No, you or someone will call her when you're ready to go, and
Right. I'll call you when I'm ready to go. It could be a couple hours. I'll explain to you later. This is embarrassing enough. So, Tori, for my one card that Jen has, the Amscot one, the $900 one, you have to go to Wells Fargo, and you can only take out $300 at a time. So you have to do 3 transactions for $300.
Right.
So,
I don't know if I can take off today. I'm gonna get in trouble with work.
Yeah, don't tell nobody else.
I'm not. If you needed help, why didn't you
I
just
know.
ask me?
Alright, I have to go.
instead of
Please,
doing
right
that?
here.
Hello?
I know. Alright, I'll call you. What, you think a couple hours?
could be
Maybe a couple
slightly
hours.
more than that.
More
It's
than
not-
that.
That's up to, I don't know what their process is.
They have you in front of the store, like they won't put you in the office or anything?
They're waiting for the lady to come. I asked him to take me out the side door, but I don't know. He said he's not gonna put me in handcuffs. Yeah. But Jen at work, Tori, you're friends with Jen on Facebook, right? So you can call her. Jennifer.
How long is she gonna be there for?
She works till 2:30. Please don't tell Alan or nobody else yet.
Well,
I'll tell myself.
Jesus, if you needed help with
Yeah.
something, you should have told me.
All right.
I would have helped you.
Yeah.
You could have came and lived with me. I already told you that stuff.
I know. All right.
I don't care. Get mad all you want. Like this isn't a game. It's gonna be on your freaking record.
A female officer arrived to search her before she was taken down to the station.
No subject. One lasting word, all red clothing on foot, and one lasting word, all black clothing.
This is thing of my bra.
Pull your backpack and tell the bicycle. That one.
2-4-51 of the priorities from this morning.
10.
Okay, keep it
She was charged with felony grand theft and a 5-year probation. Next is the case of another thieving employee who was caught on camera stealing over $1,000 worth of snacks within the span of 4 hours.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go to jail. I don't have anything for her. She made it very secretive, so I guess this is why.
On the 4th of April 2022, officers were called to a local Dollar General where over $1,000 worth of snacks were stolen by a female employee.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Is there a loss prevention person we need to talk to?
I can call her.
Okay, do you both have IDs?
I do, it's in my room, sorry.
If you want to just hang out for a second, or you want to have a seat or do whatever, let's try to figure out what's going on and we'll go from there.
Okay. So you got all the information from her?
Yeah, from her and her.
Basically, I hadn't got the manager's statement, but apparently she already wrote a statement to her. And so it all happened yesterday. It's just one instance.
Okay.
Over the span of 4 hours yesterday.
Okay.
The employee allowed her and the employee's aunt to basically load up an entire carts of whatever. I mean, over $1,000 worth of stuff, and she would scan like 1 or 2 things.
She would?
The employee would, yeah, the employee would
So
scan.
she was understanding?
Yeah, the employee would scan 1 or 2 things, let the aunt walk out. She wants to press charges.
So they're both gonna go.
If they don't know the aunt's name.
After hearing the manager's side of the story, one of the policemen went to speak to the lady.
Alright, I'm gonna read you something and ask you a few questions. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish to speak to me about this incident.
That's fine.
You will be placed under arrest for grand retail theft. Yes. Tell me what's going, like, you're being accused of underscanning and allowing your aunt to walk out. Like, you know how many different felonies you can get from this? It's organized retail theft, basically, is what it is. Whether it was your idea or not, you went along with it. Did you get dropped off here, or is your vehicle in the...
My vehicle's here.
Okay.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go to jail.
Can you have someone come get it?
Because I let somebody walk out of here with stuff yesterday. Yeah. I don't know. So, I will let you know when I can get a bond hearing or whatever.
No, you'll have a bond tonight, set by me.
He said I'll have a bond set tonight. I'm not sure how much it was.
Where's your keys at for your vehicle? Are you able to have someone come get it? Because obviously you're not going to be allowed back on this property.
He's gonna call my aunt.
Shelly?
No.
Okay.
My Aunt Judy.
Okay. Do you have a phone number for Shelly?
I don't have anything for her. She made it very secretive, so I guess this is why.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get my purse and stuff and put it in my car.
Is it inside? Okay, we'll have that come out. Just finish your cigarette.
Do I need to take my ID with me?
Not necessarily. I would take your cell phone with you so you can get phone numbers out of it.
And then I'll just put my cigarettes and my keys and everything in my purse. Or
I have your information, so you don't necessarily need your ID. It wouldn't hurt to take your wallet and phone with you, but that's really your choice.
and I'll leave my ring. And do I need to take earrings and everything out, or?
You will be made to at the jail, yeah. Is it just your purse inside?
I believe so, yes.
The second officer, on the other hand, went in with the manager to collect all the evidence pertaining to the event.
I have pictures of the transactions from the register because it wouldn't let me reprint them.
Okay.
So this is what she rang up. That's what she gave away. And I can show you on the big camera too. And then she rang up a drink, and that's the cart he pushed out.
And the only thing she rang up was the drink?
The drink, yeah. That's the actual receipt for the transaction. And then these are, like, when I went through and watched the video, I didn't put all of this on there because it wouldn't have fit. But
What is all? Oh, okay.
this is the list of stuff I could see in the cards that got taken.
Can you did you make copies of all that?
No, not yet.
You make copies of all that, front and back, if you would. So she took 8 shopping carts?
Altogether in the hour, it was 8 shopping carts full of stuff.
Where did the $1,000 number come from?
It was probably over that amount because there were totes full of things that we couldn't even see what was in them. So she's estimating.
You didn't happen to get her on video writing the statement, did you?
Yes.
She is on video writing the statement?
Yes. I can add that to that.
Yeah, if you wouldn't do that, that would just be a little icing on the cake, so to speak. And what I'll do is I'll just take the copied version of everything.
Okay.
Or the receipts you have are on here, you said? Or what you...
Well, I have the beginning, like where she scanned one thing and then gave them their copy of the receipt and they walked out with 2 carts full of stuff.
Okay, cool.
That's on there. All the ones that I had time to put on there are on there. So
Okay.
if you guys need anything else, we can do it all from here. We don't actually have to wait for them to send it to us, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, this is a good starting point right here. So, how long has she been working here?
At this store, only a couple months. Or not even a month. She came from the other Anthony store, so the way she did it, I have a feeling that this is not the first time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And
she wouldn't give y'all her her aunt's name?
I don't. It looks like her mom.
Looks like her mom.
And they were driving a red van, because you can kind of see it off to the side, because she walks out to it.
The lady was then taken to the station.
Since you've been so cooperative, just put your hands in the front. I'm not going to make you turn around and put mine in the back.
And this is just eczema. I don't have like...
Is that contagious?
No.
Afterwards, it was discovered that this scheme wasn't a new thing for her and her mother, and she was sentenced to some days of jail time.